Have you ever noticed how people say, my horse is being bad today? When what I really think they mean is, my horse is being emotional today and I don't really know why. Well, that was today with my horse. Saoirse has been through a little bit of drama that I was not aware of. Her pasture buddy, Brooke, had been gone for a while. My bad, I did not actually notice. And today, her barn buddy, Brooke, came back. They were reunited, they were happy, and I got to the barn and took Saoirse away from her pretty shortly after they were reunited. So no wonder Saoirse was in a tizzy. This was unbeknownst to me. I found this out later after the ride when I told people how crazy Saoirse was being today. So Saoirse was really trying to get back to the pasture. It was really hard for me to take her halter off from her neck so I could lead her into the indoor arena. But once I did lead her into the indoor arena, instead of being a good girl and letting me, walk her to the mounting block, she immediately took off, which is very unlike her, and took off toward the end of the arena, which is very close to where Brooke is. So let's take a look and see what kind of antics she got up to. It was definitely not like her. Come here, Saoirse. Good girlie. Ooh, ho. And ho. Come here, Saoirse. This way. Come here. Oh, she's being a nutbag. Come here, Saoirse. Ho. 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 Good girl. This way. Good girl. Good girl. You good girl. Ho. Good girl. Yeah, something's got your butt up. Okay. Good girl. So, yeah, not great. But here's the thing. I don't think she's being naughty. She's just dysregulated. After all, horses are herd animals and their nervous systems are built around attachment and safety in numbers. When you reunite them and then separate them again, makes them walk. What should I say about? Yeah, that is quite the squeal, my girl Saoirse. Oh my goodness. And she kept doing that all throughout our ride today. So you'll hear more of it. So Saoirse's got a big old dopamine, adrenaline, and cortisol spike all at once. Excitement plus stress, poor girl. That's a recipe for tension. So instead of canceling the ride, I just adjusted my plan because if every time she feels big emotions and work stops, what does she learn? She'll learn that feelings control the schedule and feelings control the situation. I love her. I love my horse more than anything, but that is not leadership. Leadership isn't punishment, it's consistency, and she needs to know that she can rely on me for when she's stressed out. So instead of drilling her and picking a fight, I made her brain work. That means getting her feet to move, so we did lots and lots and lots of poles. Flat poles, there was some raised poles, several in a row. We came at it straight, from an angle, diagonally, but we never broke the walk, at least not purposely. There were a couple times where she trotted a few strides, but with a few half halts, she was really good about coming back down to the walk. So just trying to get her to focus on me and not, at the time I had no idea what it was, not whatever was upsetting her. Now, we did have a winter storm projected for later that night, the night that I was riding her, and I thought maybe that's what it was. In fact, the power did actually go out. I don't know if you can actually tell in the footage, but it gets a little bit darker. All the lights go out, all the lights in the barn and cross ties go out. So that was kind of fun. Never actually rode her during a power outage before, so it actually went really well. She didn't seem to react to the lights, but I thought at the time that might be why she was upset. So one way I get Saoirse to calm down, aside from doing pole work, you know, is to do tight circles, circles to the left and circles to the right. Now, one thing that I was able to teach my horse to do is learning left from right verbally. I can just say to Saoirse, left, 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 and she'll go left. And similarly, I can teach her, or I can say right, 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 and she'll turn right. And she'll do tight circles too. So getting a horse to keep moving their feet by doing tight circles, getting them to really think about what they're doing, tight circles. She's not a huge fan of them. Neither am I. In fact, I was getting a little bit dizzy by the end of it, but it did help to bring her down a little bit. So small circles, keeping us at a walk. I feel like we were speed walking the entire time when we weren't trotting, that is. So yeah, nothing dramatic, nothing aggressive, just redirecting energy into thinking. Poles are one of my favorite tools for this. They force proprioception, which is determining, you know, where your feet and limbs are in space. They slow the body down because they have to organize, and when the feet organize, the brain follows. Small circles are great for this as well for the same reason. Now, I tried not to crank her head around because bending engages the inside hind, shifts focus back to the rider. It makes rushing physically harder, but I still don't want to hurt her. So we took it nice and slow. This is where the vocal left, left, and the vocal right, right comes into play. Here's the important part. I lowered my expectations. This wasn't the day for collection. This wasn't the day for drilling perfect transitions. This was a regulate and reconnect day. And that matters because if a horse can only work when their environment is perfect, they're not trained. They're just comfortable. Emotional fitness is part of training, not suppressing emotion, not punishing it, teaching them how to function through it. If I had skipped today, I would have accidentally reinforced buddy sour behavior. She would learn, when I get anxious about my herd, we go back to the herd. Instead, she learned, I can feel big feelings and still work. And that builds resilience. And resilience is kinder long-term than avoidance. You can probably see in this ride, she definitely started tight, quick, reactive, looking back toward the pasture. But as the poles came out, as the circles got consistent, she softened. Not because I dominated her, but because her nervous system settled. Horses don't calm down because you win. They calm down because they feel regulated. And today, regulation was the goal, not perfection. So today, I just showed her, I'm still here, the plan is still on, and you're okay. Follow for more. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye. Good girl. Good girl, Saoirse. Do you back up so I can open the door? Back.